Hey everybody, I want to encourage you today out of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verses 29 and 33. It says, "For you can all prophesy one by one, so that all may learn and all may be exhorted. Desire earnestly to prophesy, but let all things be done properly and in an orderly manner." I'm so thankful for Paul giving us this great practical advice in using the spiritual gift of prophecy. I've been in settings where people are learning and they're really excited to share what God has on their heart, that they're jumping in over top of each other, or they're just not leaving enough space between one person sharing and another person sharing. And as the listener, it's very difficult to let it all sink in and digest when it's kind of chaotic atmosphere like that. So this is good. And as I sat with this verse with the Lord and really chewed on it, I got some other thoughts that I thought were good, and I wanted to encourage you guys with them today. When we use our gifts, it stirs up the gift in other people. You know, we're told earlier in this chapter by Paul to desire all spiritual gifts. In fact, he says to earnestly desire the spiritual gifts. So it's a good thing for us to want to use these gifts and to operate in them, because we're sharing God's love with people when we use our spiritual gifts. And so people can't desire a spiritual gift that they don't know exists. So when we're operating and using that gift in a public setting, or, you know, one-on-one, whatever, people can learn. They see that this gift exists and it will stir up their desire for the gift, which is a good thing. But also people can learn. You know, and sometimes we think, okay, I don't know that I want to step out in this gift because I might do it wrong. You know, we can learn from people making mistakes. I've learned from watching people do it the wrong way and just seeing how it impacts the people. And I'm sure I've done things wrong and people have learned from me. It's okay. God can use anything to be beneficial. And we only learn from stepping out and using our gifts. You know, we can read about a gift in a book and listen to a podcast or a sermon where people are talking about spiritual gifts, but until we actually step out and use that gift, we're not going to learn. And the very nature of trying something means you're going to mess up sometimes, and that's okay. That's how you learn to hear God's voice and learn to walk and work with the Holy Spirit. But even when we're doing things right, people are obviously observing and learning from that, and it's a good thing. It's a great way to learn, is just from observing people use the gift. And gifts that are lying dormant in people will get stirred up as they are watching and seeing the gift in operation. So my encouragement for you today is don't hold back using your spiritual gifts. The world needs you to operate in those things and use them so that they can be loved on by God. You get the excitement and adventure of partnering with God, and the people around you can learn from it and be inspired. So go use your spiritual gifts and stir it up in people. Bye. Be blessed.